It's that time again. Welcome back, Tamers, and it's time for the King's Court. As you know, it is I, Michael, your resident thick boy of the Golden State Kings. And it is a very special video. So, at the time of recording, our store championship was yesterday. And if you remember my most recent deck profile for Machinedramon, which of course link will be down below in the description box, or if you want to rather just go to the video itself, just go to our channel and you'll find it. I discussed how I felt about a few things. There were a few options I could have made at the end, but I decided to keep what I kept and change only a few things, but I'll describe that in a sec. Well, before I give you the surprise, although if you're looking at the video now, you can probably guess what the surprise is. Before we get there, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to ring the bell for notifications so you know when we are uploading daily. And also follow our social media. Besides the video, link will also be down below in the description box. So, what is the big news? Or the big surprise? Or not even a surprise. We got first place. We won our store championship with Machinedramon. Machinedramon. Oh my god, it was a good day for that. We didn't have a big turnout-ish. I mean, if you want to know a big turnout, we had about 14-ish people with about 13 different decks-ish. About. Anyway, so it was pretty good store championship. I'll go over my matchups in a sec, and of course we will open these prize cards to let you know what I got. We'll sleeve them up so you know they don't just say all that, and go over a few things and do some housekeeping. So thank you guys. So let me just put these over to the side. So, were there any changes to Machinedramon? The short answer, yes. But what were my big changes? They weren't big, but I will just go ahead and describe what I changed. And I only changed 2 cards. I swapped out the blocker Megadramon for a second copy of BT8 Metal Greymon, and I swapped out the starter deck Volcanomon for a copy of EX1 Megadramon. Now, why do we do that? So, first off, I wanted to basically play my deck as a control variant. I get more control of the board. Being able to swing over something and get it off the board so my opponent doesn't have resources is very good. Plus, we're playing against, say, hunters, being able to get rid of their cards quicker. Anything that wants to Digivolve, do all that. You know, we want to make sure they have our pieces. And we put this in because not only is Security Attack +1 still good, what we really wanted to was to kind of change out how many Digivolves. So basically, we basically kept the ratio. We still have a couple more of the 4-2 Digivolve since we played 2 copies of Metal Gray and 2 copies of BT9 Megadramon and the 1 Metal Tyrannomon. But adding this in just helped to keep things going, and it was a very smooth transition. I felt it worked out pretty well. This came up a lot. Being able to just possibly gets 2 checks was very nice. Pierce, Trash Top, all that good stuff. I never had to hard play it. In fact, we actually never hard played anything unless it was in our final round. And I mean that in the sense we didn't have to hard play Machinedramon that often. We always Digivolve to stack. We always got something. So it was pretty good, honestly. So I'll go over my matchups, and then I'll show the prizes, and then we'll just do some housekeeping, like I said. So, if you guys want if you guys want a detailed deck profile, I do have one on the channel. It's a couple videos back, or if it's not the video back. Link will be down below, like I said. Question of the day is, are your guys' store championships going on? How'd you do? Did you win? Did you place top 4? And what did you play? So, let's go ahead and go with the first thing. So, round 1, I played Gallantmon against Gallantmon. And game 1, I really didn't see pieces. Really did not. I could not see pieces. I did brick a little bit, but not too much. But they went Gallantmon. By the time I went into Chaosdramon to get rid of their Gallantmon, that was it. Like, they couldn't do much. They only had their first stack, and then they kind of just couldn't see anything afterwards. They couldn't see a Tocado, they couldn't see a Growl, anything like that. Not good. And then second game, also that problem for them. They couldn't see Growl, so they couldn't get up high enough, and they weren't seeing Tocados, which not that great. I mean, they almost did get me game one with the Galmon X, and the Galmon Raid, but we had enough resources to basically survive the turn and win. What's next? Oh yeah, and then round 2, I played against channel member Isaac's Black War Greymon. Oh, the Galmon player was a quick 2-0. Round 2, I played Isaac Black War Greymon X versus Machinedramon. It is a matchup as old as time. It's a matchup I know off the top of my head. It's a matchup I know like the back of my hand. Oh, well, that's new. Kidding. Game 1, he only really saw Black War Greymon and a rookie, and that was about it. He didn't see much else, and he had to catch up. And unfortunately for him, playing against a deck like Machinedramon where it does snowball advantage pretty quickly, not good. And then game 2, he bricked pretty badly. Just Metal Greymon, the next antibody. That's about it. He had hard play Metal Greymon. So that was the 2-0. I really can't say anything more about that. That's the sad part. That's how that game went. Then, round 3 was against channel member Cbit and his Dorbrickmon deck, which we'll be getting a deck profile of soon up because it was great. He had updated it. And he was not seeing pieces. He didn't see a Guilmon game 2, and he just didn't have much, unfortunately. So we got that 2-0. He didn't see a Tamer, which means he didn't have checks for certain ones. And he ran into some cards in security. If I'm being very short, it isn't because I don't want to talk about it. It's because I don't remember a lot of the games up until like Dorbrick and all that. Not because they weren't memorable, but because I was kind of hopped up on adrenaline because I wanted to finally win. I had been close the first two of our store championships, which channel friend Joker won, which we will eventually get a deck profile on him, one of his decks, eventually. And so I was hoping to do it. So I knocked Cbit out of the ability to go first. So now I was waiting on my next round. And I saw who I was playing. I saw my opponents. So I was either going to play against friend Mario, who was playing an updated build of Jesmon, which if you know is the one that won a tournament or top 4 I believe it is the Gen Con Regionals recently, against our friend. He is heroic, and he's also a Shane Chomp. He is heroic Shane Chomp, or AJ. And he was playing a spicy hype AF deck, Terriermon. He was playing the Alliance Terriermon Lopmon deck, and it was wrecking people. It beat Hunters. It beat the Jesmon deck. It beat what else? I don't know. I didn't remember AJ's matchups. I did not remember AJ's matchups. Sorry for that. But we will be getting their profile on that. It's gonna be great because it's interesting. It's an interesting deck, you know. So our final round, it was me versus Chain Chomp, and I forgot that since he's playing yellow, purple, and green in that deck, that Chaos Degradation is a card. A card that I am very familiar with because of Alphamon and Machinedramon. I hate running into it. I thought I didn't need to worry about it until I ran into insecurity. Yeah. Fuck my life. But thanks to the ability of being able to save ourselves from being bounced and all that, we were able to basically just keep it up. Couldn't reduce DP, so Heaven's Judgment didn't do much against Machinedramon a lot. And we were just running over stuff, running over his alliance targets, making sure they couldn't get his pieces. And 2-0'd that. So because of how I played Machinedramon, which was a very control variant resource management based deck, which I'll tell you this right now, switching to one-cost champions was the best decision I've made with this deck. I honestly do think it was the best decision I've made. because I don't need to worry about anything of that nature. I didn't have to worry about not running into or putting my memory down, because a lot of my opponents, what they would do is they would see the memory setter, and they would see the memory put to 1, and they would decide to either then just digivolve for 2 if they had the ability to digivolve, or they would play either a memory tamer or a memory boost to put me either to 2 or 3. If they put me to 2, then if I had memory boost in hand or I had a 3 cost to digivolve a champion that wasn't an on digivolve effect, I would do that, put them to 1, and then whatever they do, I'm able to then go, say, Chaosdramon or Machinedramon. If I have Doremon, get the memory back, draw 1, and continue plays. And that worked out. Like, that was our basic idea. It was to speed up a lot of things. And we did. I know I'm not being very specific, but honestly, there we go. Oh, quick note, we are going to be posting not only deck profiles of Dorbic and Terriermon Turbo, or I call it the Terrible Terriermon Turbo, the triple threat. We will be putting the gameplay of the final round, so you will get to see me play against someone that isn't either Isaac or Dorbic or Seabit. And you can hear my commentary over it. But also leave down in the comment section below of that video or this one now if you want to. Would you also want to see it upload a non-edited version, which is where you can hear the Terriermon player, because he's a hilarious guy. Basically, because he hadn't seen Machinedramon be played around, because he knows I play, but he hadn't seen him be played. So he was like, "What the hell is this? What the hell's that? I think I just lose." You're a real MVP, Jane Chomp. You're a real MVP. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of a box opening. I'm gonna use my sleeves, some Valor Dragon Shield sleeves. So these are the top 4 for the store championship. I swear, these tabs never go all the way down. I'm just gonna do that, just to open it up like that. Okay. I don't remember what's all on the top 4 set, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. We have Omnimon Merciful Mode, pretty cool. Alt-Order Digimon. The Cool Boy, I do really like the Cool Boy. Mugen, not the fighting game. Crimson Blaze, Kongu, and Sorai. So those are all pretty cool. Sorry about that, I had to check something. And finally, our store champion card. 6 is Ordinimon. Ooh, it's nice. Oh, I do like this. So, these are our store championship cards. Let me go ahead and just sleeve these up so they don't get any more worked out. You know, I like these cards. These look really nice. Definitely glad to pick these up for my decks. Probably can only use like maybe 2 or 3 of these cards because the rest I don't play. Like I don't play Crimson Blaze, I don't play Sorai, I don't play Mugen. I don't do all that, so yeah, this was a pretty fun. Sorry you guys can't see how I'm sleeving. I'm just gonna put these right here then so you can see. Almost done. I know this ain't fun to watch, but you know, we want to make sure these cards are protected because these are. Unfortunately, I always know like foiled cards always seem to warp a little bit, unfortunately. Yeah, so these are it. These are our prizes. Was really hyped for these cards. Really glad to have gotten them. And of course, really glad to have got the chance to actually win a store championship. You know, that's a goal that I didn't know I had when I first started the game because we weren't really thinking about being competitive. So, you know, hey, we got the store championship win. We did really well. Honestly, I'm glad where we are with it. Thank you for the support. If you guys enjoyed the video, thanks for clicking on. Again, this hasn't been a great discussion. This is a quickly overcap of what we did. Again, if you want a full-to-date Machinedramon deck profile, it is on the channel. You just have to look for it. I think it should be the video directly before this one. If not, it's the second video before this one. Yes, the second one, because Isaac's discussion on the new X Antibody card is going on. So, honestly, I'll see you guys next time. Just again, leave a comment, comment, and subscribe. Keep playing Digimon out there, guys. And of course, I will see you all next time. Let me know what you guys want to see next. What kind of gameplay you want to see. We'll be uploading some deck profiles of decks that are not just ours, and a gameplay that is going to feature someone else besides me, Cbit, or Isaac. We're going to try to get more gameplays of different people. It's just that it's usually easy to record just so we know, because the people who we record with know who we want to record with, so they know. So like, fine. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm Michael of the Golden State Kings. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a good one. Peace.